What's going on, guys? Unfortunately, it has been raining the past couple days, so I'm bringing you into the garage to show you a little bit more of a walk around, in-depth review of the motorcycle. So, let's begin. I know in my review video I went over pretty much everything I did to it, but I'm gonna get more in depth. I'm gonna attempt to do that at least, because I'm starting to get a little bored and I wanna give something to you guys. I want you guys to have something to watch and enjoy. Before we get into this, I was going to say this in my video I was gonna record today, but the weather is just really shitty. It's disappointing. The weather is saying that it's 0% chance of rain, but it's misting out there. And it rained this morning. Excuse me. So, I know I said in my video, my last one, it took me about 3 days to paint all the fairings and everything. They were originally Kawasaki green, and I like red. So, that's it. End of video. No, I'm just kidding. But no. Originally Kawasaki green. I wanted to paint them red. When I originally first got the bike, the tank was green as well. I wanted painting that black. Seats I got to do next. I got to find seats somewhere or get them reupholstered myself. If anyone knows of anywhere I can get them, please let me know. To add a little bit of design to the bike, I put the Fireball logo sticker on that side, and I put another one on this side. This is aftermarket exhaust. Probably gonna have to change that because it does not flow with the bike, and I kind of want to get a short pipe, one of those ones that ends like right here, or like right here, wherever. Make it a short pipe. I'm gonna go into the tires here, because I feel like you guys didn't get a really good idea of how I did them. When I originally did them, when I first had the idea of doing this, I know they sell kits, but I didn't feel like waiting. I was getting impatient. So I went to the store and I bought Sharpie paint pens. They work just fine, but it takes forever. It took me 9 hours each tire to do it. And I used the pen, I dipped it in there, and I colored in the tread. And that was a little ridiculous. So when I changed the color of the whole bike, I just painted these. Took the spray paint, I covered everything with cardboard, and I took the spray paint and just sprayed over the whole tire, so that it would get in the tread. It stayed pretty well, better than I thought it was going to, and it dried fine. And I was riding it within a half hour of doing it. And because I painted the whole tire, I had to, like all the black was painted red. I had to take it for a ride and wear it off. It wears off pretty easily. And then the tread stays. But I used a little rubbing alcohol, the paint thinner, from like this much around the sides of the tire, both sides. Same with the front. So that there's no place around here really where you can get far into wow, what happened? Far into a curve, like a lean, and I wasn't risking it anyway. I wasn't gonna attempt to do it even in a slight turn, because it is slick a little bit. So it feels like the bike wants to give out until it wears off, but it's fine. I do have, I'll show you. In my bike, I keep on me at all times, because this thing, for some reason, the carbs flood out a lot, and it's a real pain. I need a jump box with me at all times, because I wind up killing my battery every time. So in this jump box, I have a little all-star boost pack. It LED indicator to tell you how much battery life's left in it. It also has a pretty bright LED that strobes and stuff. It's got a USB port, so if I need to charge anything on the go, I got it there. And then right here is the port where you would connect your jumper cables to. Plug that in there and set your lanyard connections. That's pretty cool. I use that, unfortunately, a lot. So I got that tucked away in the back, and it's fine. I can still fit more things on top of there. Like when I go to the gym, if I don't want to carry a backpack, I can get 2 water bottles in there, my wallet, my headphones, and anything else I want to throw in there. I can fit more stuff on top of that. So that's a pretty big compartment back there. Up front here, we got, I don't know if you can tell, we got 13,000 miles on this bad boy. And I was going to make a video on, I got a comment from a subscriber the other day on one of my videos, and he was asking me, because he has the same bike. He has a 2002 though, mine's a 2000. And he has the same bike. But he was asking me, how many miles do I get till I have to fill up? I get roughly about 100 to 110 miles to the tank. And then I got another like 10 miles, 15 miles on reserve. So about 120 to 115 miles to the tank, but I fill up every 100 miles because the story I want to tell you guys, which I'll wait for another video for that one. Because to me it was funny and it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. So that's the tank. Fuel. But we got the trip down at the bottom. Whenever I hit around 90 to 100 miles, I'll reset it and fill up. I went out to Dick's Sporting Goods and I bought these wrist straps, the sweatbands as reservoir covers. I have my phone mount right here, which is kind of wearing already, and I haven't even had it a year yet. But it's mounted up under here with a bolt to where one of the screws would be to hold the windshield in. So it's pretty cool. The windshield, when I originally bought the bike, it was clear, I believe, or like a darker clear. Oh, hey, you can see me. You can't see too much of me. Oh. But the windshield was originally like a clear when I first got it, and I bought a smoked out one. I think it looks 10 times better, especially with the red. With the green, it still looked good, but with the red, it really pops. There's the front tire with the painted treads. I wound up repainting my mirror brackets. I wound up repainting those black. They were already black, but I repainted them. This was when I first got my bike. I was putting a phone mount on here, which worked pretty well. And then I got a new phone, so the case and the mount didn't fit. So I had to make a new way how to put my phone. Worked great. Then I lost a little bracket piece that goes right on the end of this black piece here. Then I was screwed. So I had to get this. So that explains that. But I originally painted this, but from this moving around and stuff, for me yanking on it and everything, not giving a shit, and I destroyed this again. So I'm gonna have to repaint that. I do have the Monster logos on the side of the tank, on each side. When I originally bought this bike, the kid did a license plate delete thing, which isn't here anymore, as you can tell. And the blinkers were originally down here on each side. License plate bracket, license plate's tucked under now. There's an LED that shows from the bottom. Lights up the license plate in the ground. It's pretty cool. I gotta do something with the front because it just looks a little off, because you got an LED in the back, no LED in the front. What else can I go over? I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what I had to do to get this bad boy running. So that was another question from a subscriber, I think. I think he asked the question. I'm not too sure. It could have been my buddy asking me it. I'm not 100% sure. But on this bike, I don't know if it's all bikes. I've never really taken apart any other bike except for this one and that Harley that you guys seen. But to get to the carbs, you gotta take the tank off, and then the air box underneath that. But in order to get to the air box, to get that out, you gotta take these plastic covers out, which take out the tubes out, which connect to the air box, which is so much fun. So you take all that nonsense off. You gotta take both plastics off, take the seats off, those gotta go. Then you gotta take the handles off. So you gotta take the handles off, then the plastic. Well, you gotta take the seats, handles, plastic. Then you can take the tank off, air box, and then you have the carbs. Now the carbs were a pain in the butt to get off. They're kind of easy. They weren't insanely easy, but they weren't extremely difficult. But I wound up getting those off. And when I originally bought the bike, the kid told me that it was running way too rich or way too lean or whatever the hell he wants to, whatever the hell you want to think of it. And it would only run for like 10 minutes and it would stall out. I thought that it was flooding out, the carbs were flooding out, or it was flooding out the motor. So, long story short, he had a jet kit. The bike originally comes with 160s, 150s, or 170s, 160s, I believe. 170s, 160s, I'm going to go with that. And he upgraded to 190s, 180s. I wound up dropping it down to 180s, 170s in the jetting kit, and that still didn't work. So after months and months of not knowing what was wrong with it, I wound up replacing the fuel pump, fuel relay. Couldn't figure it out. So then when I finally got down to it, my father told me, he's like, buy needles and seats, buy floats, and see if that works. I wound up buying floats, needles, and seats. And as I was taking everything apart and I was ready to put the seats in, I noticed that the O-rings around the seats were all flat, corroded, and destroyed. So that was my issue. Gas was leaking straight through those seats, flooding out the motor, and that's why it was running the way it was. It was running rich, very rich, to the point where it stalled. But that's about it, guys. That's just an overview on the bike. Sorry I can't get out there and go for a ride. Trust me, I'm depressed about it. I'm really upset. Not where I'm going to kill myself, but just upset. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button. I will leave a link down in the description to my website, my Facebook page, and my Instagram page. So if you guys want, go hit a like, follow, order yourself some t-shirts. If you want, become a member on the website, talk with other viewers and subscribers that would join or have joined. You can also come talk with me. I'll be there every now and then. I'll check in to communicate with you guys and see what's going on. You can put video ideas down the bottom in the forums, but in order to post a forum, you got to be a member, so go sign up. It's free to sign up. That's about it. So remember, 100 subscribers, face reveal. 500 subscribers, t-shirt giveaway, limited edition, 1 of 1. The only one you'll ever see of that kind. All right? So go do that.